What's the chat? That's getting a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another video where we talk about music reviews, dance videos, reactions, etc. We talk about all that shit. Okay, tonight, every time, whenever you're watching this video, today we're talking about a pop culture roundup. We're talking about Drake, we're talking about Lizzo, we're talking about Olivia Rodrigo, we're talking about Ariana Grande, we're talking about Cynthia, Erivo, we're talking about everybody. Okay, we're talking about Latto, Big Mama album, we're talking about music, we're talking about pop culture moments, we're talking about Chloe Bailey's new Resurrection mixtape that's coming out. So I hope you're ready to stay tuned because let's get into it. We're talking about Drake's 3 surprise album run that I finally got around to listening to. So grab your peace flower, grab your popcorn, okay, grab your wine, grab your lick, okay, and let's go ahead and sit down and let's talk about it because I want to know some of your thoughts too on some of the biggest pop culture moments that's going on right now. Do you feel like that the music industry is really like succeeding right now? Do you think a lot of more stuff needs to happen, or is not no song of the summer? Please me, baby, somebody else that need me, baby. Blow on me like some green tea, baby. Why did Drake think it was okay to release 3 albums at one time? I think this album has been out, a month now? And I finally literally just got through to listening to all 3 of the albums and picked some of my favorite albums. Not some of my favorite albums, but some of my favorite songs off the projects. And I must say, Drake went 3 from 3. Like, I didn't, like, it was only like a couple songs on there that was skips. I'm talking about out of all 3 albums, there was only like a couple of skips. So if you don't know the name of Drake's 3 albums that he released Iceman, Habibti, Maid of Honor. So together the projects contain more than 40 songs and represents Drake's biggest musical swing in years. Okay, now whether you like Drake or you hate Drake, you can't say that Drake isn't talented. Jabbing everybody, he didn't jab people from Jay-Z to Kendrick Lamar to Pusha T, you name it, he was talking about him because he references himself as the GOAT of the music industry, especially of the rap industry. And is he wrong? Let me not give y'all too much time to be answering. Was one project, does it need 18 songs, or do we need 3 projects of 130 minutes, 140 minutes, another hour and some change? Do you think that people's attention spans are that long to really listen to a full body of work? He gave you a project that was real rappy, then he gave you a album that was singy, and then he gave you an album that was a mix of both. So I'll say maybe like Habibti was the one that was more like melodic Drake, and Housemaid had some real like bangers and stuff. So I think Iceman was really to get back to the industry, like his industry ops. So let's go ahead and get into some of these tracks that I enjoyed on Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor. So let me know some of the songs that you added from, his 3 albums, and if you agree with me or if you added some of these songs to your playlist. So I added Fort Worth, that's Drake, and Party Next Door. This is from Habibti. I added Fort Worth, White Bone, Classic, I'm Spent, Slap the City. Okay, that's from Habibti. From Iceman, I damn near added the whole album. I got Make Them Cry, Dust, Whisper My Name, Janice, STFU, Shebang. I got Make Them Pay, National Treasures, and Bees on the Table, Bees on the Table, Bees on the Table. I got Little Birdie. Okay, and from the last but not least, Maid of Honor, I got Whole Phase, I got Road Trips, Outside Tweaking, Cheetah Print, Which One, BBW, and Q&A. So let me know down in the comments below what's some of your favorite tracks off of Drake's 3 album run. Did you really think that the 3 albums were needed, or do you think that one concise project would have did it for us? Do you think that he got all his attacks in back at all his ops during that time of Not Like Us and all those other songs, the Super Bowl? Where's Victoria Monét at? I feel like after she won her Grammy, because she made a video talking about after she won her Grammy, a lot of people fled from her. And I was watching a video the other day that said, like, once you stop being relatable to your audience, or your audience stop feeling like they're cheering with you, or a part of your success, that's when they go away from you, or they feel like, oh, we don't have any, what's the word? Kind of like, for lack of better words, that the parasocial relationship is kind of distancing itself. Like, fans used to think, oh, that's the underdog, we love them, and we're together like this. But then once you start winning Grammys and having millions and all that stuff and becoming private like Beyonce, the relationship starts doing this. So every week I kind of feel like it's the same question online. Somebody's asking, where's Victoria Monét been? And just so you know, in about 6 days, I think now, she will be joining Bruno Mars in a romantic world tour. Bruno Mars dropped an amazing album. I haven't heard no noise about his tour. No noise. And honestly, I understand why people are asking. After the success of Jaguar 2, 3, I believe she won 3 Grammys in one night. sold out performances, and finally receiving the recognition she deserves after years of writing hits behind the scenes. It felt like Victoria was everywhere. Then things got quieter because she felt like her team wasn't right. She came out and said a whole bunch of things. Her team wasn't right. They was trying to rush an album out of her because they felt like once you lose time, you lose momentum. So not every artist wants to live in a constant album cycle. Just like Ray said she's not writing another song until she falls in love, because her next album will be called And Then She Fell in Love. And honestly, I think touring right now might be exactly what she needs. Okay, it gives her some of Bruno Mars' audience. It gives her the exposure that she needs to build her anticipation, reconnect with audiences, continue developing as a performer, and then come back when the next era is ready. So after the tour ends, if she drops a new single, I wouldn't be mad, because that would be basically 10 timesing what she got going on right now. So let me know some things that you feel about Victoria Monét after her On My Mama success, her 3 Grammy wins, and constantly writing for several artists. Are you missing Victoria Monét just as much as me, or you have something else to say? When he gave me some in bed, now I think it is embedded. Let's move on to the next topic. Everything Pinka! Everything Pinka came from Monaleo and Teezo Touchdown. I think these are 2 underrated artists that are like on the way up at this moment. They like underground, but like they're like locally known. One thing that I noticed over the last few years is that a lot of artists become obsessed with being cool. Everything had to be serious. Everything had to be dark. Everything had to be mysterious. Everything had to be an aesthetic, okay? But somewhere along the way, music lost a little bit of fun, okay? They don't make Just Dance, I'ma be okay, gotta doo-doo, let the record play, gotta doo-doo, okay? They don't just dance no more. That's why everything Pinka stands out to me. Everything being pink, and this is not something that she just now introduced. Monaleo has been rocking pink for a while. Okay, there are clear nods in this music video to the early 2000s. A nod to Ashanti when she's like doing the, I don't know what possessed Ashanti to get on stage and do that, or her choreographer to tell her to get down on the floor and crawl like that. Of course, we know, obviously, it was Check Up On It reference with Beyonce with the chairs and the backdrop. It was really amazing. You can see the references without feeling like they're copying anybody, okay? Because they was twerking down. And Beyonce, her image and her brand is so much, even though Beyonce twerks too sometimes. Teezo continues to prove that Sherlo. I couldn't figure out when I did my reaction of everything Pinka what his like catchphrase was, but it's like Sherlo, or something like that. And plus the sneaker thing too. Yeah. So every time he shows up on a record, he brings something unexpected. You never know exactly what you're going to get, but somehow it works. And the visuals feel colorful, the record feels energetic, and the entire package reminds me of something we've been missing from mainstream media since probably Cardi B. Okay, because when Cardi B came out with press, that music video, amazing. So yeah, I just think that she's not really a part of the algorithms, not really part of trends, and she's definitely not a part of no controversy, but she has a lot of personality. The song knows exactly what it wants to be, and they fully commit to it. And honestly, I think that's why why the song is gaining traction and why people are connecting to it. So make sure you go out there and stream Monaleo Pinka. What's your favorite song by Monaleo? Big Mama. That's like one of my favorite clips that I ever seen a lot of. I don't know if it's just because Latto is an Atlanta girl or what it is that makes me really love Latto as an artist. He love his Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama. I get wet. Wait, I get wet. As us fans, are we still called jackpots? I don't know. But anyway, my favorite album by Latto is 777. And a lot of people, a fan favorite album I know for sure is Sugar Honey Iced Tea. A lot of people say she still hasn't topped Sugar Honey Iced Tea. This rollout has been kind of crazy. I think Latto, the main thing that really people know what happened during this rollout is when she started saying that this was gonna be her retirement album, and they started motherfucking digging her up. They started digging her grave for Latto when she started talking about this is a retirement album. They talked about retirement for what? You ain't did nothing. You ain't been nowhere yet. So how this is a retirement album for you? And Latto was like, they been pulling up interviews where Latto said that she really just wanted to have a family and she really wanted to take time for herself, and she really don't want to do the music industry anymore. She's been in for a long time. And what I was having with conversations with different people is that Latto has been doing the music game for a long time, even from down when she was younger doing the rap game. I knew about Latto when we was growing up, like she was on TV and all that kind of stuff. So I knew Latto had been working for a while. So Latto has officially announced her upcoming album, Big Mama, and if we're being honest, this feels like one of the most important moments of her career. For years, Latto has been fighting a battle that a lot of female rappers face, and she changed her name from from Mulatto to Latto because a lot of people hated that term of naming children with, I believe she has a white mother and a black father, and that's like a derogatory term. So she had hits, she had the personality, she had viral moments, but there was always this conversation surrounding her about whether she had fully established her identity as an album artist, and about her being a baby mama, about being a baby mama to 21 Savage, and being a sister wife to his multiple girlfriends and wife that he had at that, yeah, he has. Let's just go to the songs that I added. Get Money Girl, Chrome Heart, Dapper Bag was amazing. Okay, featuring Doja Cat was a vibe by itself. Doja Cat just came in and she sprinkled the motherfucking icing on the cake, okay? Bounce What I Got, period. Hostage featuring 21 Savage was amazing. Death Row, amazing. On that, the samples that she had on this album, especially like ATL songs in general, was amazing. Gimme That, loved it. Need Love 2 featuring Sexy Red. Take It was another fire album. I feel like a couple songs on this album were good. Like Falling was good, I liked it. The song about her mama, I liked it, it was cool. But let me know, do you like the direction that Latto is headed in? Do you think this is her retirement album? And what is some of your favorite tracks off of the Big Mama album? Let's move on to the next topic. Like a lot of things, I feel like I've said this in multiple of my Lizzo reviews about what's going on right now and how her career has been shaped and how people are just fat phobic all together and how the court case has really affected her career and how she's kind of not coming back from it. From when she dropped Truth Hurts to Rumors with Cardi B. And do we really feel like that Lizzo time has come and go? I feel like the Bitch album is amazing. But if we're being honest, Lizzo is she's in one of her most important eras in her career because she's finally coming back after she did My Face Hurts from Smiling. She did another EP, and it just didn't seem like we know where Lizzo was going musically. But I do want to say, like, she continued with the Love in Real Life song, and it don't make me love you. Okay, it's amazing. I love it. I feel like that song was really good on her. But her upcoming album, not upcoming, but her album Bitch is just another album release. It's a comeback attempt. It's a reintroduction, a statement. And whenever an artist reaches this point in their career, the rollout means just as much as the music. Now, personally, I always felt that Lizzo's greatest strength is authenticity. Like, Lizzo is who she is. She's gonna be twerking in the pool. She's gonna be wearing a shirt with her ass cut out. She's gonna be twerking in front of Hot Cheetos. Lizzo is gonna be Lizzo, okay? Whether people love her or hate her, Lizzo has never felt like she was pretending to be somebody else. She's loud, she's confident, she's funny, she's emotional, she's vulnerable. And for years, that authenticity connected with millions of people. The challenge is that over the last few years, Lizzo's public narrative changed, which was about the allegations about her being a weird, freaky, nasty, fat woman, which none of those are my opinions or my feelings towards Lizzo. Y'all know I love Lizzo. I'm a Lizzo stan. It's just ongoing, occurring themes that people talk about Lizzo when they talk about her. But suddenly the conversation wasn't about music, it wasn't about performances, it wasn't about the artistry, it became about controversy. And once that happens, it can be very difficult for artists to come back from it. My favorite song on this album is Happy to Be. Don't Make Me Love You is just an amazing song in general. I feel like Lizzo makes amazing music. So many people can get and say that she, like, the positivity thing is tired, but I don't think so. Like, I feel like we need an artist that's always positive or always putting out a good message or trying to say like from her previous album, To Be Loved, Cause I Love You. I was about to say coconut water. What is it called? Is it just called coconut? No, it's called coconut oil. I feel like Lizzo just has anthems of just, it's about damn time. Like, we need positivity. Like, so let me know if you listen to Lizzo's Bitch album or if you have something else to say about why you think Lizzo isn't successful at this moment. And be careful, because I am a Lizzo stan and I will read you in the comments. Let's move on to the next topic. Even recently, Ariana Grande just posted to Instagram a picture of her body, and you can see like her bones. And I feel like a part of that is marketing, a part of that is branding, because a lot of people have an issue with Ariana Grande's body at this moment. And I'm to break free, cause I just can't get this no more. This is Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, because over the last year, it feels like every new time a photo drops or a red carpet happens or an interview or a press event, the conversation immediately shifts away from their talent, their work, and towards their appearance. And I think this is so unfortunate because these two women have spent years preparing for what is arguably the biggest moment of their careers when we're talking about Wicked and Wicked for Good, which were amazing films, but we couldn't get over people talking about that Cynthia Erivo looked a certain type of way, and when a fan attacked her for the Wicked for Good press, which ruined all the Wicked for Good press, okay? And can we talk about they snubbing them, and they didn't get no Oscars for Wicked at all, which is insane, okay? But when she got attacked, Ariana Grande got attacked, and Cynthia Erivo defended her. They was trying to call the black woman her bodyguard, and they were talking about their body types and all that kind of stuff. Ariana Grande came out with a video talking about she normally don't address things about her body type, but she was saying that the version of her that you know, or the healthier version that y'all seen her, the thicker version, that was not her healthier self, and she is better now, you know, mentally, physically, and she even mentioned things like that on her Eternal Sunshine tour. When Cynthia Erivo, in her Variety interview, they was asking her about some things about Wicked, and you can tell she was visibly annoyed. She was like, can we talk about something else? We didn't talk about Wicked for the last 2 years, and I really think that I'm bigger than that, because they ain't talked about her album, they ain't talked about her single, none of that, or they ain't talked about the Jesus theater play she did. She did Jesus. She did another Broadway thing. She had her own album. We should spend more time talking about their work, okay? Because regardless of how anyone feels about their appearance, the commitment they've shown to these roles have been undeniable. You can tell that they deeply care about Wicked down. You can tell they invested themselves emotionally into these characters, and that's what I want to focus on. Now,